we are here in Chicago this week. We have a lot planned. I've never been to Chicago. We are actually here specifically for a Pokemon event. However, we are seeing all sorts of different Chicago things. I want to see all of the biggest sites, everything. They have 2 zoos here, so I'm excited to see those. Today, the plan is to go to the Field Museum, and I'm super excited about that. So the Field Museum in Chicago has a Pokemon fossil exhibit here for, I think, the summer. It just opened. We are here at the Field Museum to go and see it in person. I am so excited to see what is in store. It should be really cool, so let's go check it out. So they have both things about real-world paleontology and, you know, Pokemon stuff. Really cool that there are both real-world things and Pokemon things here. So we have some real-world fossils here. So this is saying, in the Pokemon world, trainers can find fossils in their surroundings or through interactions with the people they meet on their journey. I don't play that game, so I don't really know what they're talking about, but sounds cool. Oh, Brian's doing some Pokemon research. Hold on, the camera's not focusing. Shit.
Well, doesn't matter now.
So this is a Pokemon fossil. This is not a real creature. That's fun. I like all the guys on it, and it has the Field Museum, right? That's good. I do like that. But it's like very aggressive. It is.
It is aggressive.
That's kind of fun.
This one just has Arceus. And then on the back, Pokemon fossil museum.
Pick it up. Okay. Turn it. Okay. That's not terrible. Not terrible. I like the like fossil vibe. Okay. Alright. And nothing on the back. Red has nothing on the back. And those are the shirt options. I see. You think you're gonna get any of them?
I might, just because it's what you want.
I know.
It's not the black one.
I like that logo. It's like aggressive.
It just feels like black t-shirt with like the screen print.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it just feels like a kid's version.
Yeah.
We're like,
I think the blue one's pretty cool.
I said I like the blue.
You don't have a lot of blue shirts.
And that's the only one with stuff on the back.
Yeah. Aerodactyl on one side, and then the other, it's him riding the Aerodactyl. I like that design. I wish that was on,
this honestly both.
like on a t-shirt. Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah. Is this one different?
I wish there was Aerodactyl merch. Yes.
Oh, that's cute too.
It's a bigger bag.
That's the real skull. Look at her teeth. That's crazy.
Broken and healed over ribs are among Morton's desert injuries to Soup's bones. Life at the top of the food chain could be brutal. Soup managed to survive to old age, but over time, arthritis ravaged these tail joints and fused them together, making it impossible for them to move. Now look down at this leg bone. Its lumpy, deformed shape was probably caused by an injury-related infection.
Like Brian's breath. Yum. Spitting image. Of course, we love merch. I really like all of the Sue merch. There's some good stuff in here. I like those shirts. Those are cute.
There's nothing on the back.
Oh, that's nice. Well, this is cool. It's a Sue tooth. That's cool. The Pokemon exhibit is so cool. It combines like actual real life fossils with Pokemon that are based on those fossils. So really interesting, really educational, really well done, like super thorough. The merch was really good. I didn't get that much, but there was some really good Field Museum specific merch. And it was just overall a really good time. If you're in Chicago through the summer, definitely stop at the Field Museum to see the Pokemon exhibit, the Pokemon fossil exhibit. It opened May 22nd and it is here, I believe, through the summertime. So definitely come and check it out. Really, really cool, really well done, super thorough. Give yourself plenty of time to walk through. I would recommend coming early to avoid some crowds, but overall it was really great. You do have to have a timed ticket, and it's a separate ticketed event from just a Field Museum ticket, just FYI. Brian, how did you feel about the Field Museum?
It was dope.
The actual museum, not just the Pokemon exhibit.
Oh. I liked Sue.
Sue is so cool. Oh my god. Is that your favorite part?
Yes. Sue's breath was my favorite.
So we had so much fun at the Field Museum. It is one of the best museums I think I've ever been to We've been to the American Museum of Natural History in New York like a bunch of times, and this one was way better. Seeing Sue, the most complete T-Rex fossil ever discovered, was so cool. The exhibit was so well done. Really, really impressed by everything at the Field Museum. Of course, they had like extensive exhibits of other stuff. We didn't spend a ton of time in the other exhibits, but really, really cool. Super well done. I'm so glad we went. They had so much good merch, and I really didn't know what to get, so I just got small things like a magnet and an ornament and a postcard. Really cool though. If you're in Chicago, you like have to go to the Field Museum, and then the aquarium's right next door, and the planetarium is right down the street. Really great place to go and stop. I would definitely recommend going. So now we're just wandering through Grant Park. Maybe we're gonna go see the Bean, and just do some more Chicago-y things. And then we have the Cubs game tonight to go to. Beautiful, gorgeous weather, chilly breeze. I'm not used to the chilly breeze coming off of the lake, but I came prepared with my trench coat. So far, so good. Obviously cannot be a Chicago tourist without coming to the Bean, which is also called Cloud Gate. So we are here, we're gonna obviously come and see it and take some pictures. Super excited to see it. It's obviously one of those things that like, it's like the Statue of Liberty in New York or Times Square, you gotta see it. So. The Bean. The Bean! River. Is this the one they turn green? We made it to the river. We're gonna go down on the river walk. I think our end goal is to make it to Navy Pier, which is another like touristy spot to walk around. Needed a caffeine break, so we stopped at a local place called Capital Coffee. In true tourist fashion, we are here at a Cubs game. All in our Yankees hats also, by the way. We like sports and we don't care. Who knows? Actually insane to have a batting cage at a bar. Like, that's crazy. To give a bunch of drunk people a baseball bat? So this is Sluggers. This is a bar that has batting cages up on the second floor, which I think is a terrible idea. But it's a super fun bar to go to right before a Cubs game. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing a batting cage, but on to the next one. Fun part about the Cubs is there's so many cool restaurants and bars right near the stadium, which we're not used to in New York. where the Yankees are because they have like 2 bars that are always super full, but like this is like a whole strip of fun bars and stuff, kind of like Fenway Park in Boston, which I have been to. Really cool. Brian's taking us to another bar, but there's so many options. You can literally go anywhere in the stadium. It's like 2 minutes that way. So today we are going to Lincoln Park Zoo. Lincoln Park is kind of like the central park of Chicago. It's huge, it's expansive, lots of activity, lots of people. The Lincoln Park Zoo takes up like a lot of the actual park, and it's free. It's a completely free zoo, so I'm super excited to go check it out. I will be doing a separate in-depth Lincoln Park Zoo video since that's like the main focus of most of my videos, but I will include some clips of us walking around. Definitely check out my Lincoln Park Zoo video, which will also be up to see the full Lincoln Park Zoo. But definitely, it's a free activity, worth it to come. It's a great zoo, and I'm excited to go check it out. I've been looking forward to this zoo for a long time, and it'll be a really good time. So let's go check out the Lincoln Park Zoo. So this is Cafe Brower. This is part of the zoo. It's like a historic cafe. Brian just equated it to like the Tavern on the Green in Central Park, which is like, I guess, kind of similar, but it's a nice little patio. You can get food, snacks, and then you have this beautiful view. This whole nature boardwalk goes all the way around this pond area. Nice skyline views of Chicago. I really want to stop here. Maybe we'll stop here later this week. Another great thing about the Lincoln Park Zoo, lots of cool little spots to hang out in. I love the historical buildings and the cool ivy growing on them. It's just really good vibes. All right, that wraps it up here at the Lincoln Park Zoo. There are actually a couple different areas to explore. There's the main zoo, there's this farm at the zoo, which is kind of like a petting zoo area, and then there's a nature boardwalk that goes all around the pond. Really, really great extensive zoo. Usually the things that I base good zoos on is quality of the exhibits, ease to walk around, niceness of the landscaping, overall vibes, and this zoo like knocks it out of the park on all levels. So if you're in the Chicago area, absolutely you have to come to the Lincoln Park Zoo because it's free. You can come in at any time you want. Gates open at 8, but the buildings don't open till 10. I believe it closes at 5. So you can just wander in. Like I said, it's kind of like Central Park in the sense that it's like a main park here in Chicago. It's the Lincoln Park. And then you can just wander in and out of the zoo. It's really great. Definitely, definitely do not miss the Lincoln Park Zoo. This has been fantastic. This is definitely on my list of favorite zoos now. We'll definitely be back this week as we wander around Chicago. After we had a lovely morning and afternoon at the zoo, we are now just walking around. We don't really have plans, but they have a Pokemon pop-up shop that we're gonna go check out, because usually when we're here for Pokemon events, the shop is usually super crowded at the actual event. So we're glad that they have a little pop-up. Who knows what we'll buy? Oh my God. Oh, it's a little excessive, huh? Just a bit, maybe? I thought it was just gonna be a store. We got a lot of Pokemon stuff going on here. Oh, there's Pikachu. Now, you might be saying, Pokemon Go, that game that came out in 2016 that no one has played since, is still around? And you would be correct in assuming that. However, it does still exist, and people like us come to these in-person events to play Pokemon. So, that's where we're at. Right, Brian?
What?
All right, we got giant inflatable Pikachu. We always get a picture with Pikachu when we're here. Should we go get a picture with Pikachu? All right, we're now gonna go into the store. Hi. Oh man. Oh my god. Already overstimulated. They have so many plushies. Brian, look at the mini.
Like so many more.
Oh my god, I have the Ponyta. I like these, like, oh, Rayquaza. Kinda sick. Oh my god, I love Jigglypuff. Look how cute she is. Yeah, Ninetales is pretty good. Okay. Like as if we need more plushies, but they do have a lot that we don't usually see.
16?
Okay. Who else we got? Oh, spaghetti arms. Oh, this guy. Rayquaza's cool.
Kamala?
Stop, I love him. Oh my god. I might need the Kamala, honestly.
Greninja?
Wait, there's so many good ones here. What is this guy? What's his name? Yeah, he's cool. Oh, they have Zorua. I don't know what this is. Never seen him before in my life. Never seen him before in my life. Oh my god. Look at Psyduck.
3.
The 2018 design is cool. I do love my evolutions. They're pretty cute. So one of the main Pokemons for this event is Mewtwo and like the mega versions of Mewtwo. So I guess that's why they have some Mewtwo merch. Not for me, but more plushies over here. Same ones that we just saw. Tote bags. Got Pichu in here. No way. Wait, Brian, it's a puppet?
It's a puppet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you want to see those, I'll
Now we are here at Navy Pier, which is a big, giant pier out into Lake Michigan that is full of shops and attractions. There's a Ferris wheel, there's a children's museum, they have Margaritaville, they have like everything you could think of, and it's like kind of a fun hub. We've been to Santa Monica before. It's kind of like the Santa Monica Pier, but like bigger, more like legit restaurants and things. But a really cool place to hang out right off of like downtown Chicago. There's the skyline behind me, and then we have the lake. So a really cool spot to come. They have something for everyone. I think you could get a lot of different foods and treats over here. So it seems like a really cool spot to hit up. And you don't have to spend money. You can just like walk around and enjoy it. So excited to go see what we get up to here at Navy Pier. So after our initial walk onto Navy Pier, there's like a huge like hotel conference center that's like in the middle block of this pier. And so there's like not really anything for like a minute. And now here at the end, there's like a cool bar, seating, cool area, but there's like a real big gap between things. So it is a bit of a hike. Don't expect for it to be like as small as like Santa Monica Pier or anything like that. But I mean, it's so cool to walk around. There's a lot of cool stuff. We're gonna go get like food or some snacks at like the food court, but way more spread out than we were expecting, and kind of a hike to get to all these different places. But still really cool to check out, really good views of the water, some good bars and restaurants and things like that too. And it looks like a stage, maybe they do live music, some cool stuff. Today I am back at the zoo. Again, we are here for what a lot of people probably don't even know exists, which is a Pokemon Go in-person event. It's called Pokemon Go Fest. Today is the first day where you can walk around the city and play Pokemon. We found out that one of the better places to play is Lincoln Park, which is right near where we're staying, and so lucky me, I get to come and hang out at the zoo. So I'm making sure I'm not missing any of the exhibits. We saw most of them yesterday, but I just found a couple more that I didn't get to see, like some birds of prey, and I'm standing right next to the Red River Hogs, but they're not out right now. So I'm gonna go check out and make sure I see all of the exhibits and then stop in and see some of the other animals that I loved yesterday. Maybe the baby rhino will be out. But the weather is absolutely perfect today, and I'm just gonna enjoy this lovely, gorgeous day at the Lincoln Park Zoo, which is a fabulous zoo, and I really, really love it so much. I'm so glad that we're here. Biggest tips for getting around Chicago is using public transportation. We lived in New York for 4 years. We are super comfortable taking public transportation, like buses, subways, whatever. It doesn't matter. We take it. And we found out you can get something called a Ventra card. We got this card. It's called a Ventra card, and we got it at a subway station. Basically, you just like tap. It works like a Metro card or an Oyster card in London, and you just tap. We picked the 7-day unlimited, which is only $20 plus a $5 fee for the card, but then you can reload the card as much as you need. $20 for unlimited for 7 days is great because each way on a subway or bus is like $2.25, $2.50. So we don't really take any Ubers, we don't take any taxis, we walk. We've taken the bus a lot, and we've taken the Metro or the L train or whatever they call it here. Can't recommend it enough. If that's something that seems really daunting to you and you don't feel like you could handle, like you don't know how it works, you don't know what lines to take. We don't either. I use the wonderful app called Citymapper. Citymapper is super convenient. Basically works like an Apple Maps or Google Maps or whatever. You put in where you are, put in where you want to go, and it will give you a list of different public transportation options. It'll tell you how long it takes to walk there, about how long an Uber or a taxi would take, how long to bike there, different methods of public transportation. So it'll tell you subway, bus. Makes it super easy. We'll give you like step by step, like get on this bus, once it gets to this stop, get off, then go to this one. It's like my favorite app ever. I use it whenever I travel. That's my advice. If you're coming to a city like Chicago that has public transportation, use it. Because if we were taking Ubers everywhere, we'd be spending like over $100 a day probably on Ubers, and instead we walk. I'm super sunburned, as you can see, because we've been walking literally all day out in the sun. A lot hotter today than we thought it would be. But yeah, definitely take buses. Utilize public transportation where you can. It might make you step out of your comfort zone, but it's totally worth it because you save so much money, and then you get to like, you know, live like a local, get to see how they commute and everything. Just be mindful of other people on public transportation. Yeah, download Citymapper. Citymapper is the best app for travel. I use it all the time. This is not in any way sponsored or anything. I just love this app. I used it when I was abroad, and it was a game changer. Super helpful in New York City as well. So we are here at the Pokemon Go Fest in-person event in Chicago. You might be wondering, what on earth do you do at a Pokemon Go in-person event? Well, I will show you. So you're here, it is at Grant Park here in Chicago, which is kind of like a big park in the middle of the city. You can see the skyline behind me and the fountain. So basically it's because the game is all based on like GPS, geolocation, that kind of thing. You basically pay for a ticket and then you come to this specific area, and once you enter the area, there's all sorts of different, you know, special Pokemon to catch, special battles to do, special little like tasks that you can complete. I'm by no means a Pokemon master, but I've been playing. I played in 2016 for like a hot second when it was first popular, and then did not touch it again for a long time. And then I started dating Brian in 2021, and then by 2023 he had me playing again. So today is the in-person event at the park in Grant Park. So you buy a ticket, you come to this specific location. There's, again, special battles to do, special Pokemon to catch, special research to complete, and then the rest of the days around the city of Chicago are called City Play Days. So those City Play Days, basically the same kind of special Pokemon, same kind of special battles, but throughout the city. So we've been playing a lot in Lincoln Park, near where we're staying, and near the Lincoln Park Zoo, which has really been fun. But today we're here in Grant Park. It's a little bit windy, dreary weather, but it's kind of nice because it's not too hot. I'm here spinning stops, catching some Pokemon. My phone's overheating just a smidge because it's working so hard, and I have a pretty old phone. But I'll just walk around some of the areas and show you, you know, what it's like to go to an in-person Pokemon Go event in the year 2026. This year is also the 10th anniversary of the game Pokemon Go and the 30th anniversary of Pokemon the brand, so a lot of big stuff happening. That's why this has been kind of like a big deal this year, this event. So I'll just walk you around and show you some cool things about a Pokemon Go in-person event. In case you were wondering, I can't, you know, take credit for a lot of stuff. If you want more in-depth information that's probably more correct, I would suggest, you know, tuning into a regular Pokemon Go creator, but this is just my take as someone who is here for this game and is playing it and having a good time doing it. So let's go check out Pokemon Go Fest in-person event. So as you can see, they have like some fun photo ops. I really love when like the city skyline is in the background. You can really like, you know, it's fun to see what city you're in. So this is one of the photo ops. And then there's the city of Chicago right back there, which is really cool. So they decorate with all the team flags and stuff. It's actually super busy. Like, there are thousands of people here. And what Pokemon Go does for these events is they split the parks into different sections, and then there are different things within each section that you can collect and do. So it all depends where you're walking around, what you're doing. We're just gonna walk around this fountain real quick. It's starting to rain a little harder. As you can see, I'm catching this Zapdos from some research that they gave me. That wasn't a very good throw. I'm really not great at this game. See, and he keeps breaking free. This little... Okay. Alright, we got him. Alright, and he has like a cool background that's like Chicago based. So it's, you know, we love the photo ops. This is what the map looks like, you know, these are Pokestops all around here. Here's some Pokemon. My phone's like gonna die. I already need to use a portable charger. But anyway, in-person events are really fun. They really just like, they make you feel like you're part of the community. You get to do lots of cool stuff. I love the photo ops and the cute things that like you wouldn't normally get while playing. Oh, it's starting to rain. Oh no. And we play in all sorts of weather. In New York, it's been pouring, it's been 95 degrees. We see it all. This is pretty much what it is. Oh, over here's the merchandise store, super long line. We went to the pop-up shop the other day, but yeah, it's very crowded. Like, there's a lot of people that come to these things. And more than you would ever think. So, I'm gonna go catch some more Pokemon. I'll show you some more stuff as we go. So then also at these types of events, they're gonna have, you know, food trucks, all sorts of stuff. They know that there are like hundreds of people coming, thousands of people coming to these events. So they really set it up pretty well. This is Oh, there's Flarbin. Hey, Flarb. How you guys doing? You guys were in the same spot for a while.
Great, how you doing?
Pretty good.
You get anything?
I got a shiny Tauros, but he didn't have a background.
Another one? How many is that? 3?
Yeah, multiple with no background.
So we're even now. We both have 3 and no background.
Did you get anything good over there? Ooh! What is it?
Shadow Raikou.
Shadow Shiny Raikou with a background. Hello!
Hello.
Lots of different photo ops. So one thing I love about these types of events is free activation. So we just got some Fossil Museum stickers, and now I'm gonna play a game. Oh my goodness, is this the game?
Yes, it is. Yes, a fossil winner
Oh
prize.
shoot,
So either
okay.
tell me
The other one was easy, that was Sue.
this. Do you know what that is? And also, for reference on the shirt, is the Pokemon?
And then at the museum it was literally called like an Archeops or something.
Yes, so
but like it's
Archeops is the
yeah.
Pokemon, Archaeopteryx is the dinosaur.
That was
Yeah.
I loved
You
that.
got
I
it.
loved the museum.
Yeah.
The exhibit was so cool.
I love it.
Obsessed.
You love it. Help yourself to a poster.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and now I get a poster, right?
Yes.
Can I get this one? I like the Pikachu. So the Field Museum has a little activation here. I got to play a game, got some stickers, got a free poster. We went to the Field Museum the other day because they have a Pokemon exhibit that's really neat. So love that they're here, encouraging people to go visit. Love a free poster. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that's fun about an in-person event. You get all these like extra little things. I love chatting with people. Over here, you can meet some like quote unquote famous trainers, people that are like streamers and popular, that kind of thing. Brian does make me watch a lot of streamers on YouTube, so unfortunately I do recognize a lot of them. I am not trying to be a Pokemon streamer. This is just a fun video for people who might like not have any idea what a Pokemon Go in-person event is like. So that's what I'm here to explain. Yeah, so I'm gonna go give this poster to Brian because I don't want to carry it around for the rest of the day, and he has a bigger backpack than I do. Today was kind of a mess of a day. We tried to go downtown, and there was a US men's versus Germany soccer game happening that like just caused so much traffic. The buses were all backed up. It was so hard to get back. There was also a music festival going on. There's a blues festival in Millennium Park. So there's just been a lot going on downtown. So because we're staying in the Lincoln Park neighborhood, we're literally coming to the zoo every single day to walk around and play the Pokemon event that we're here for, but also I'm getting to see all the animals every single day, which is super fun. And today I realized that I missed the birdhouse. So I'm about to go into the birdhouse. And it's been really cool to be able to visit all of the different exhibits like on multiple days and see the animals interacting differently, doing different things. Today the polar bear was swimming, which was really cool, which I didn't get to see because every time I went down to the underwater viewing area, the polar bear had left the water, and then every time I left the underwater viewing area, the polar bear went back into the water. So, but it's been really cool to see a bunch of different things. Today, Saturdays and Sundays, the zoo is open until 7 p.m. instead of 5 p.m., which is great. So I'm actually walking around right now. It's the evening. And the vibes are really great. So let's go into the birdhouse and see what we can see in there. Oh my God, these are the birds that have little mustaches. Hi. A couple of things that I would say based on our trip. I would say the Lincoln Park neighborhood is super, super nice to stay in, and then you're close to a lot of stuff. We've been taking, like I said, the bus and walking mostly everywhere. But the Lincoln Park Zoo is right here, and it's a lovely little neighborhood, so then you can just walk to the Lincoln Park Zoo. Fun to come in as much as you can. I think it's worth it to come and stroll on like a Saturday or Sunday evening, because it's really cool to see the zoo like quiet in the evening hours. Not everybody's going to be out, but it's just a really nice vibe to walk around. Definitely one of the best zoos I've been to. Today is our 5th day in a row coming to the zoo, mostly because we're hanging out in the Lincoln Park area. So while this is not a super comprehensive Chicago video, you're gonna get a ton of content on the Lincoln Park Zoo, so make sure you check out that separate video. I'm gonna keep them separate just because I have a lot of zoo content going on. Hopefully later today we're gonna go downtown, and then tomorrow we have some more plans, and that's our last day here. But today we're walking around Lincoln Park and Lincoln Park Zoo. I wanted to do a little exploring today since it's our last full day in Chicago. So I came down here to the Riverwalk and I stopped at this really cool bar cafe combo that's super, super popular on the weekends. It's called Tiny Tap. I got myself a cider and I just sat and enjoyed the view and watched all the boats go by. But the Riverwalk's a really cool area to walk around, hang out, enjoy the views, get some good food and drinks. There's tons of restaurants and stuff along the water. Especially in the summer, it's beautiful. Definitely come to the Riverwalk. I'm gonna go explore some more and see what else I can find down here. So I have stumbled upon a free activation event for these Grunes gummies, which I've actually never tried, and I just had this new summer flavor, which is like a rocket pop flavor, and it's really good. Definitely gonna recommend these now to my nutrition clients. They have free drinks and an open bar and food, and I'm on a boat somehow. I love exploring the adventures. And I'm really glad that I came down and hung out by Riverwalk, and I'll see where the boat takes me. To Chicago, obviously, without trying deep dish pizza or an Italian beef, and most people might give you a hard time for ordering it takeout, which is valid, but we were too tired to go out and get it ourselves. So we got an Italian beef from, how do you say it, Brian? Pequod's? Pequod's, because I heard from my brother it's the best place to get it. The Italian beef, we ordered the gravy on the side, and it just spilled en route, so it's probably not a real Italian beef, it's just a roast beef sandwich, says Quaid. The deep dish pizza, I thought it would be like a casserole filled with cheese, because it's not real pizza, but it's really just like focaccia topped with cheese and sauce. So I'll try the beef first. I mean, it's a good roast beef sandwich. Bread is soggy, which I think it's supposed to be, but yeah, probably better fresh, you know? Oh yeah, this is just like Sicilian style pizza, but in a circle. It's fine. Like, I guess you have to try it, but it's not like life-changing. Sorry to the Chicago natives. It's good though. Gotta try it while you're here. It is our last day here in Chicago, so we decided to come to the Shedd Aquarium because of one of my lovely followers. Thank you, Landry, for letting us get some tickets for the aquarium. You were awesome. Can't wait to ask you all about our fun day at the aquarium. I'll make a separate, dedicated Shedd Aquarium video, much like my zoo videos, so make sure you stay tuned and check that out. So excited to come in and see the Shedd Aquarium. It's huge, it's beautiful, and let's go have a great day at the aquarium. That wraps up our Chicago trip. It was so much fun. We played a lot of Pokemon, saw a lot of animals, If you want more in-depth videos, be sure to check out my zoo video and my aquarium video, and let me know if you have any questions or comments. Our biggest tips for Chicago: number one, get one of the Ventura passes. It was $20 for an unlimited 7-day pass. So we've been taking the bus like crazy, and it's the most efficient way to get around. Buses, subways, that kind of thing. It's not scary. Use the app City Mapper. And then the other tip I would say is the weather is super, super unpredictable, which I had heard before I got here, but I thought it was going to be chilly, and then it ended up being really hot and humid the whole time. So just be prepared for any kind of weather. Another tip, I would go to the Lincoln Park Zoo as many times as you can because it's free and fun to walk around, but definitely try to see as much of the city as you can. The Riverwalk's a really fun area, especially on the weekends. There's lots of outdoor places to go. But I love the city, and every single thing that we've done here has made us be like, oh my God, maybe we should move here. I don't think I could do the cold weather though, but fantastic city, fantastic weekend. Highly, highly recommend a good trip to Chicago. So many good things to do here. Family friendly, adult friendly, lots of restaurants that we didn't get to try unfortunately, but hopefully we'll be back next year. Thanks for following along, and don't forget to check out some of my other videos.